Hey guys, it's me, Tetra VTuber. Typically I am a VTuber slash PNG tuber, over on twitch.tv. And on the side, I do a lot of, computer programming. I do a lot of game development with my good friend HarleyKola. I'll have his links and socials in the description below, along with mine, if you want to check us out. My friend and I have been making games for about 10 years now, off and on. I am a self-taught programmer. I've never had any official training in Unity or anything of the sorts. So this is mainly a hobby. And my friend is the same way. He's learned Blender for many years now. And we finally have come together to create the first level of our new game. This game is called Yokai Curse. And basically, to describe Yokai Curse, it's basically a dungeon crawler, first-person game, much like Kingsfield. Or, like, I guess a more modern one would be like Lunacid. So it's very much like those games in a lot of senses. And this is the very first level that I'll be showcasing today. So first things first, you can attack. That's just with the left click button. You can WASD and move around. Also, just disclaimer that the UI and the sounds are all placeholders right now. They'll look a little clunky in this video, but we're going to work on polishing them later. If you press tab, speaking of which, you can, go between these menus. You got weapons, spells, and your status. So as of right now, we have the broken katana as our weapon. As you can tell, it is garbage. It has a base damage of 1, and that's currently what we have equipped. Spells, we don't have anything yet, so it's going to be blank. And then we have the status. This actually shows every stat in the game. It'll show you what level you are, your current EXP, next level before you level up, and all these stats. Just for a quick breakdown of what everything does. HP and MP are pretty self-explanatory. Strength will combine with the base damage of your weapon, so it's good to find a good weapon in the game, but the more you level up, obviously, the stronger this gets. Same with intelligence, that's what your magic damage is based off of, but it also is what you use to defend against spells. You also have defense, same thing, but just melee. And then we have this stat called dexterity. So right now, for a regular player, you guys will only be able to walk. But the more you level up, the more dexterity you get, and that will actually speed up how fast you walk. So as you progress through the game, you'll be able to run or walk a lot faster. And yeah, so that's the general breakdown of stats. So let's walk around a little bit. These are your health potions and mana potions. Let's go ahead and pick them up. As you can see in the upper left corner, it actually gave us some. It'll count how many you have when you pick them up. And instead of having like a menu to swap between mana potions and whatnot, we just have quick keys. So you have the Q key and the E key, which are both next to WASD. This makes it a lot easier for you to heal stuff in a pinch. So that's pretty useful. Let's go ahead and go up into the first area here. We have this big tree and this nice foliage that my friend set up. So you start off in the game in this tomb. As you can see down here, you actually have a coffin that your character comes out of. If we go up here, there, as you can see, there's a spell here. I won't pick that up. I'll save that for the end of the video. You'll find out why in a bit. But let's go ahead and go down this area. So in this game, you fight yokai. Yokai are the main enemy of the game, and there's a variety of yokai. I don't know how many people are familiar with yokai, but they're basically like spirits and demons in old Japanese lore. So we're coming up on our first one here. So this is a Tsuchinoko. As you can tell, he can hiss at you. And he wiggles towards you. He can actually damage you. Like that. And that is actually calculated. And you can damage him. But for now, let's go ahead and skip past him. We affectionately call these guys Henrys. Don't ask us why. That's just their name. But I'm going to skip past them for now for the sake of the video. Now, here's the first real open area. As you can see, there are multiple paths that we can take here. There's a creepy looking tree dude over there for some reason. But most importantly, as you can see, there's a statue here that looks pretty important. This is going to be the warp points / save points of the game. They don't do that right now. We're going to make that functional later when we have more levels. But as of right now, you can walk up to them, press F, and plays a little animation the first time of it coming together. And it actually heals you. So it does heal you right now, which is pretty good. That's pretty helpful. So paths of interest. So we can see this really interesting path that the water flows down into. We see this a weird door that's glowing that I don't think we can really do anything with. If you try to hit it, it doesn't really do anything. So we'll skip that for now. But there's also a path this way. So let's check that out real quick. See what that's about. My friend did a very good job of making the particle effects for this waterfall. Looks very pretty. Oh, would you look at that? There we go. So we picked up our first spell of the game. This spell is the Light Orb. It only costs 2 MP. So the sole purpose of this spell, which by the way, spells will actually auto-populate on their own. It doesn't matter what order that you pick up the stuff in. It'll populate itself with its own description, spell cost, and the name. But yeah, you can equip them. And the minute you equip them, you can use them. As you can see here. So this is mainly used as like a breadcrumb kind of spell, and also just to light up different various things. Something else I want to show off is if you hit a wall with a spell, it'll actually get rid of the spell. So you got to make sure that you aim properly and well in the game. And something else I want to talk about, as you can see, there's a stamina bar for magic, so you don't spam. Much like Kingsfield. And also, when you swing your weapon, the more that stam bar is full, the more damage you do. So you do max peak damage when your stam is all the way up. So you want to try to aim for that if you can. However, if you swing, you do various amounts of damage depending on your stam total. So let's head back this way. Let's go down that big tunnel that we saw. Seems like it could be interesting. And for the sake of this video, I will probably be skipping a lot of the enemies. I apologize about that, but I'm trying to show off all the main things as quickly as possible. Yeah, so we have this nice little scene here where the water's going through the rocks. And soon you'll see a light trigger happen. See how it got darker there? That's one of the many tools that I set up for us that actually changes the global lighting, which is pretty cool. And it'll go back to normal when we try to leave the cave. So yeah, now we're entering the darker section of the game, and now we have this little part. So this is a maze. We have some glowing mushrooms. One of my favorite details about this particular area is there are skulls in the vines, which I think is a very cool detail that my friend put in. And yeah, so we have some of these guys, but again, I'm gonna just skip past them best I can, just so I can show off this maze. Let's just walk around and take a look. As you can tell, we do have some sound effects set up, like jumping and whatnot. I probably forgot to mention that you can jump. But you can. It's pretty cool. Let's go this way. And there we go. That's where I wanted to be at. So one of the big things of interest here is you want to go this way. Still hopping around these guys. And there you go. There is a big sword and a stone. Also, Henry is trying to murder me. I have to kill this one. Sorry, Henry lovers. Yeah, so you can kite enemies. These guys are pretty slow. They're the first enemy of the game, so we don't want them to be too difficult here. So we'll take care of this guy real quick, and then I will show you the weapon we just acquired and how that works. There we go, took him out. So, to make our lives easier, we now have this new shiny sword that we picked up. As you can see, it has much better base damage, so we're going to equip that, and as you can tell, there you go. You actually have the sword. And it will do different damage. A lot more damage, actually, than the katana. So he should die in a few hits, because again, our base damage is just way better. See? So, if you're a normal player, I definitely recommend trying to kill as many of these guys as possible early on. Gotta get that EXP. But let's go back this way. There's one more thing of interest that I need to show off for you guys. Hopefully I am going the right way. I get lost in this maze too, so don't feel bad if you play this and cannot figure out where to go. I am horrible at directions. Okay, let's see. This was the big fire room, so let's go this way. See how lost I get. This might actually be the first section of the game. Actually, go ahead and kill these guys. Kind of doing a number on me, though. Go. Just to get them out of the way. Yep, so this is the beginning. Let's go back around. Okay. Think I hop past this guy. And this guy. Yeah, my friend did an awesome job with this little maze. I'm really just bad at directions. Here we go. Here's the next section. So down here, we can jump down. And would you look at that? Now, there are a couple Henrys in here, but key interest is these doors. So it looks like we might be locked in here again. So let's go this way, because it's the only way we can go, I guess. So we'll go this way. I'll speed it up a little. It's the long pathway. And here we go. Well, would you look at this? It's another set of waterfalls, and there's looks like a spell down there. So let's go grab it. Oh, I heard hissing. Let's set up the spell. Ah! Oh god. So we have Big Henry here. He is a lot more aggressive, but now we have the fireball spell. So let's see if we can take this guy out. Again, you can kite these guys pretty well, but he moves a lot faster than the others, so he can actually get you pretty decently. As you can see here, he's all over me. Let's see if we can beat him. There we go. Yeah. So we got him beat. Let's check behind these waterfalls here. No, nothing interesting. We plan on making him a lot better and beefier and just better AI overall for all the enemies. But now we can use the fire spell to open these doors. Which is pretty neat. So it looks like we can get out of here, finally. So we can go up this path here. And make our escape. And it leads back over out into this big open room. But now we have magic to get this door open. Now, if you say you didn't have mana potions or something, and you ran out of magic, that's not really a problem, thankfully. Because I've set it up to where you actually regain MP every time you don't have max MP. So it'll slowly refill, so you're not soft locked in any particular area that requires magic. So we'll go up this big corridor. At the top here, you can actually fall down a hole. We are going to make a death plane for this soon. But as of right now, you can just jump down there and nothing will really happen. But yeah. So if you go back all the way through this maze and stuff, it leads right back out here, which is pretty cool. This is where we got the light orb. So let's go ahead and heal at the statue, and then I'll show off our next yokai, and the next area we can go into. So before we head over to the big fire door, let's check out this little path that is a little more hidden, or I guess you wouldn't notice it right away, as well as the other paths. But this is our next yokai. So these are like the trees in Kingsfield. They're meant to body block you. They're not meant to chase you or anything like that. They typically will be placed to hide a key item or protect a key item. As you can see here, he doesn't like us very much, though. He will follow you. He will literally continuously look at you as long as he sees you. If you get too far away, he won't do it anymore. But like I said, he doesn't really move much. You can hit him with magic as well. Hit him, but he can hit you back. And these guys hit pretty hard, and they have a lot of defense. But they do give a lot of EXP. So they're somewhat worth killing. But I definitely recommend getting this sword first before you do so. But let's go ahead and heal up and go up this path instead. And see what kind of goodies we can find. I believe there are some Henrys we'll have to dispatch up here. But that guy, the trees, we affectionately call them woodies. No, we are not sure if they have snakes in their boots, before you ask. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy here. And there should be a couple more. Get rid of these guys. And yeah, so this is the next area. As you can see, there's a lot of falling leaves that my friend set up. This Henry has got hands. Hang on. There we go. And there we go. So this is the main interest of this area. This is the part that I'll mainly show off. But as you can see, these guys, like I said, body block. We have a lot of Tsuchinokos hiding in the foliage here. But as you can see, these guys are body blocking this axe here. We thought it would be pretty funny if they were protecting the axe weapon, because, you know, they're trees. But I'm gonna just try to grab this real quick, and hopefully I don't die. I didn't die. But here's another weapon that you can pick up. And here you go. So we have a whole new weapon that we can use. Now, this area just leads back, oh boy. Just leads back into the tunnel there, and loops back around. So there's nothing like super interesting down that path as of yet. But yeah, so those are the main areas. Before I show off the fire door, let's heal here. And let's go back this way. Back to that spell I talked about in the beginning. So if you made it this far in the video, here's a nice little sneak peek of the next area. Just a little hint. And feel free to leave a comment down below, guessing what the next area can be. But let's pick this up. So, let's see here. What is this? This is a rock throw. And as you can see, I just have some basic text for this. Ongabung, cost 8. But what's cool about this spell is it's not like the other ones. When you use it, it shoots a rock with actual physics. So you can actually pelt the enemy with this. And it will bounce off of them. I'll demonstrate a little bit here. So we can throw a rock there at Henry. He didn't like very much. And they will last for a while. But the best enemy to throw rocks at are woodies, because you throw it and it like really bounces off of them. But yeah, so there's a little sneak peek for you. Let me know what you think the next area is going to be. But first things first, let's go check out this fire door. And just to show that like other spells don't work on it, you see, nothing happened. But if we were to equip Fireball here, you know, obviously it's gonna work. But this will be the last section of this that I show off. As this is a work in progress. So as you can see here, we have like a little elevator kind of thing. If we step on it, it'll actually work. Well, maybe not. It seems I have to fix that. But in any case, oh, well, there you go. It just went. Oh, well, that can be a funny little thing for you guys. So yeah, I forgot that there's a pause, and that's why it did that. But the cool thing about that elevator is it's actually been the bane of my existence the last few days. Because getting it to work via script instead of animation has been tough. And making it work with animations is almost impossible because it doesn't collide well with the character controller, so it made it really jittery when you go up it. But yeah, so that's the game. And just to show that the status works, these are the updated stats. As you can see, we have higher stats than we did before, and our dexterity went up and all that good stuff. And you can see how many how much exp you have. But yeah, this is the first level of the game. A lot of things will be reworked. We've only put about 3 weeks of progress into this game. But we work on this pretty much religiously every day. So if you guys want to support us, it's greatly appreciated if you like, comment, and subscribe. It goes a long way, and I'll be posting more of these game devlog updates every 3 weeks or so. Thank you guys so much for watching, if you made it this far, and I'll catch you next time in the next game devlog. Bye!